Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to VFG Movie Reviews with your host, Tim Williams. How's it going? Welcome to VFG Movie Reviews, and this is my review for The Nun 2. This was a fun flick, and before I get into it, I will just address Bonnie Aarons does have a lawsuit against Universal for the use of her likeness that she's not getting paid for. I am going to quote Robert Meyer Burnett. It's not what you're owed. It's what's in your contract. Now, I don't know her contract. If it's in the contract and they are not paying her for such things, Universal, pay her money. To quote Rounders, if it's not in her contract, you're not owed anything. Do better on the next go around. Because there will probably definitely be another Nun movie. Valak is an interesting character. I like the character. I like the Nun. I definitely needed to go back and rewatch The Conjuring and the Nun movie. I didn't, but that wasn't a problem to follow along with the story. Eventually filled in what I was missing from certain things. I loved this flick. I really do. I loved all the things that Valak used to, like, torture these people and just infect with her darkness. I loved every bit of it. I absolutely did. Thea Farmiga was awesome in this. And we got Storm Reed in this, which she's not really in any of the promotional material for this movie, which is kind of weird because she kind of does play a pretty big part. She plays another, learning nun, a nun to become a nun. And she was really cool. I'm really hip on Storm Reed. She was in Missing. She's been in a couple other flicks that I saw. I dug this movie. It actually opened a little bit under than what Equalizer 3 did, but not anywhere where the original Nun thing. And I think just in our landscape, I think movie companies, production companies, I think hurt themselves during the pandemic. Instead of just waiting and doing something else, they got people accustomed to just waiting until it comes on streaming, which ultimately hurts. And now they need to break them of that habit because streaming, ultimately, it's just another thing. It's not ultimately the way people are going to go, so you need to bring people back to the theaters for you can make that money. And it's horror season, baby. Like, I know it's September, but this is horror season, and we're kicking it off, and I'm loving what we're getting 100%. The post-credit scene where we get the Warrens leading into that, I thought it was a lead-in into the original Nun movie, or The Conjuring 2. It was not. It was actually a lead-in to the next Conjuring movie, Last Rites, which I'm excited. I really am excited for this. I want to do all the Conjuring movies on here. I missed The Devil Made Me Do It. I should go back and watch those. I'll eventually get them all out and everything. I dug what they're building up, that they're all connected through this one saint, and I'm totally loving the way the story is going. Absolutely, I dig it. The Nun is a great character. I hope they just make it go harder, a little bit more harder with it. It's pretty hardcore when she beat the hell out of the one nun with the scent thing that they wave back and forth. I don't know what it is, but just beat the hell out of her to death, and it was pretty fucking hardcore. I loved it. I loved it. The scene where Valak is just, she's floating in air and she's just looking mean and fucking dark and evil. I loved it. I loved it. I really did. I loved everything about this movie. Where does this lie in my 5-star review scale? The story is a 4. The cinematography was a 3.5. The characters are a 4. The design is brilliant, beautiful. Especially the end scene surrounded by the sacrament wine casks and just everything looking so built and perfect and a nice set. Which brings the total to 3.875. Let me know down below what you guys thought of The Nun 2. Are you excited for the next Conjuring movie? I am. Please, I want to get to 2,000 subscribers. If you dig what I'm doing on here, let me know by giving me a thumbs up, a subscribe, and a comment. Thank you guys so very much, and I will see you in the next review.